Hello, I'm back. I hope you are having a wonderful day, everyone. The stream will begin in a couple of minutes. I just need to set a couple of things up, and we will begin. I'm starting a bit early today because I want to do some miscellaneous things that don't necessarily are related to the project that we work on. But I decided, why not? Let's just do it. Let's just do it live. So yeah. Give me a couple of minutes and we will start. Thank you so much for joining. Okay. Hello, how you doing? I'm back with this setup because it kind of worked fine the last time. I think it's way less choppy on the sound, so I'm gonna keep this headsets for now, even though I can violently hear myself on. Yeah, it's very loud for me. Well, to be honest, it's not that loud. It's just that I'm not accustomed to have myself, uh, not accustomed to hear myself that much, if that makes sense. But it works for the stream, so I'll keep it that way. So, like I said, we're gonna. There's something I wanted to do today. It's not project related. It's more stream related. Uh, I found a way to put like those chat bubbles in an overlay. It only works for Twitch though. I don't know how to do that for the YouTube chat, but I wanted to give it a try today. So I'm gonna try and set that up. Maybe not the whole. Well, we'll see how it looks. Maybe one option is to have it always on, so that maybe like around here about my head, just have chat bubbles go up the whole time, only on Twitch, only from Twitch. And the other would be to we have a setup for ads. So whenever there is an ad, maybe we can just switch to here and just have the chat in this location right here. So that's the other one. So whenever there is an ad break, we can just hang out and chat. But yeah, I started looking into it this afternoon, but then I started doing something else and I didn't have time to actually set it up. But I do want it. So why don't we set this up together? And if you are streaming or thinking about streaming, maybe this will help you, get a hang of how easy it is to see. This is what I mean. This kind of stuff. How easy it is to set this up. I use Stream Elements for all of my overlay stuff. They do have, you can log in with either Twitch or YouTube. It'll give you different tools depending on the account that you log in with. In this case, I checked the YouTube side. I didn't find anything that will help me with chat overlays or chat pop-ups. But the Twitch side does have that. So it should be under streaming tools, overlays, I think. Yeah, this one here. So the original design looks like this. Bubble styles. So originally it looks like this. So that'll be the default look and feel. I kind of like it. It's not bad. But then I saw this Windows 98 one and I thought, maybe. Kind of looks interesting. A little bit of retro. So I'm going to try this one to see how it looks, how it feels. And if not, I'll just change it to the original one. So the way that you have to do this is you have to copy the overlay URL. So that's on the clipboard now. And I know you're not going to be able to see this because I do have a setting where the OBS window, when it's active, it's hidden from the playback. So you can't see it, but I can. So I'm going to try to just say what I'm doing and maybe it'll make sense. Or maybe I can just show it. Will it break? Is it under settings? I don't remember. Let me check. General. Appearance? No. Wait. It's got to be here somewhere. Well, I don't remember where it is. Advanced? I honestly don't remember. Well, I'll have to look it up maybe some other time. But if you're familiar with OBS, this should not be too much of a hassle. So basically, let's start on this. I have a scene where you can see everything in myself here. I'm going to add a new, under sources, I'm going to add a new source. This is going to be, for the overlay to work, it has to be a browser source. So you open a browser source. Let's call this Twitch chat. And click OK. And under the properties, there is one that is called URL. That is where you paste the URL that you copied from Stream Elements. I'm going to double check the width and height because I don't remember. Where is it? Preview, position, size, and style. Here we go. I'm going to copy these exact values so that there is no clipping or sizing. So 833947. 833947. 947 height. I think that should do it. There transparency or anything else? No. Okay, so I hit OK. And now the source, it's on screen. Let me see if I can move it a little bit to this side and then here. And we have ads. So, well, let's the ads run. No, actually, I'm going to wait just in case there's someone here. Take a break. After that, there is the testing part, which I guess I can just test it by sending a chat myself here. This would be the last stream of the year. Isn't that amazing? Last stream of the year. I will come back on Friday. There will be no... Hold on a second. Oh. Hold on. Never mind. So there will be no stream on New Year's Day. That day I'm going to spend with family, so I won't be able to stream on Wednesday, but I'll be back again on Friday with a New Year new stream. Actually, give me just one moment. Thank you. I was saying, first of all, welcome. Second of all, that's you right there. So it's what actually the position is actually very good. It doesn't wait. Maybe I need to put that behind my head. Reactions to my message. Well, first reactions. Yeah. Maybe if I put that behind my little big head. Where is it? Twitch chat. Where is it? Twitch alerts. Twitch chat. No, it's actually no. Wait. I need to put that. Where is the camera? Here. If I put that there, so, okay. I kind of clip it with my head. All right, that kind of works, just in case. And it should go. How big is that? Yeah, maybe I have to make it a little smaller, otherwise it's no, well, yeah, no. How is the size of that? Is it readable for you on the stream? It's going. How can I put this? I we haven't done much. I don't have to read. Maybe let's make it bigger then. Ooh, that's too much. Let's just yeah, they can clip out if that's okay. How's that? Oh, that the style is hard to read. Yeah, that's the one thing I was thinking about is the gray background with the black font doesn't really match. Grainy? Yeah. All right, let's change it. I'm gonna go and change it. Mm, 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 mm. Where was it? Here. Oh yeah, super grainy. Wow. How about if we use original recipe? All right, say something. It seems a little blurry, isn't it? But a lot less grainy than the other one. Oh, the overlay is not it's not refreshing. Hold on. Hold on. I have to save it. That'll help actually. There you go. Let me type something myself. Test message. So ping pong. Ping pong pong. How's that? Bigger, smaller? Do I make it bigger? Looks better? Okay, cool. Yeah, a lot better. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I'm actually gonna make it a little bit bigger though, because why not? And then move it up so it's not obscured. And it's gonna clip, like it's gonna show like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 messages live, but that's fine. I think. Let me test something else. Sick. All right, we'll keep it. I'm gonna test a rather large message just to see how it handles it. It is? Why? Okay, it's clipping it right there. I mean, on my screen in the preview, it's like really small, and I can read it. I don't know if it's because it's big on your side. I don't know. I mean, it's not like super high quality, but at least it's readable, I guess. Yeah, that's what I wanted, so that it's quite visible. Actually, let me test it with that's what she said. Good one, good one. Let me try it out with this. Hold on. Maybe I should make it a bit smaller because it's covering too much of the code, which is to be honest, is the start of it's the start of a show, the star of the show. I have to watch. All right, so let's put that here, maybe. So yeah, I don't want it to be that much of a distraction. At least not covering the entire code screen. I think that looks fine. It's really regrettable that it doesn't have the exact tool for YouTube. Hey, Willy, way too big? Okay. Hold on. No, it's zoomed in on the code. Even if I let's do this. I'll meet you halfway. Honestly, what's the point? I joined late. It does only seem to show. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It only shows on Twitch because I couldn't find the same tool, the same overlay on YouTube. It doesn't seem to exist, or I'm not looking in the right place. So yeah, I only have it on Twitch side. I apologize for that. The Twitch app can show and hide the chat at will. So does YouTube. Yeah, yeah, I get it. I did want it to have something like visible at all times. I've seen it on other streams. I wanted to try it myself, and this is what I found I could use. But there are bots to combine Twitch and YouTube chats. Hmm. Haven't seen any, at least not on the overlay on Stream Elements, which is what I use. I'll have to look into it because yeah, I don't want to exclude anyone, and just having it on Twitch, it's good, but I'm still missing on YouTube side. Hmm. Or maybe just not having all of them. There is no fade. That's the problem. Or is there a fade? Let me check. Preview, bubble size, animation, and lifetime. That should be it. Yeah, there it is. Hide after 15 seconds. No, that's 30 seconds. That's much. 15 seconds. Go away. Go. Shoo. There you go. Actually, 15 looks too much. Let's try 10 seconds. Boop, 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 boop. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that should do it. Let's save that. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm not gonna read it. I have my chat. I have a chat window on this side, so it's might be too long for live, but well, okay. I'll meet you halfway. 12 seconds. Save that. and go away. It feels dumb that there is no chat. Oh, wait, hold on. We have 15 minutes. I'm gonna look into it real quick. Oh, you know what? No, never mind. Hey, Hamad, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for joining me. How you doing? I wonder if one can make his own overlays. Yeah, but that again, I don't even know how to retrieve YouTube chat messages using any API. It's great with Twitch because Twitch is just here is everything. Enjoy. YouTube, I don't know. Haven't even looked into it. All right, I'm gonna get ready for. I need to send the social messages so that everybody knows I'm live. One sec. Let's start with Discord. Mm-hmm. No, this is not the one. Previous. Yeah. Is that the message showing on the Twitch live notification? Let me check. Yes, it is. Okay. Man, it was a back-to-back Laravel streamers today. Pretty much the whole afternoon. First, Josh, super clean setup. Wow, it's amazing. And then Nuno this afternoon with open source. And now me. Did you see that? Oh my god, that was a legitimate boing. I want to see that again. Play it again. Play it again. Boing. That was cool. Here we go. Oh, that spacing was odd. Okay, never mind. From a quick search, there is kind of a live YouTube messages event API, kind of, because it seems to be based on polling rather than webhooks and WebSockets. Huh, interesting. Based on polling. I will look into that with in more detail, maybe for the following streams. I'm not even sure I'm gonna keep the Twitch chat at all. I'm gonna see how it looks. Yeah, next project could be. I've already have so many ideas for the current one. Yeah, definitely. I was thinking the other day. Well, if I can use Twitch's API to react to cheers or channel points, even chat messages, I can do a bunch of stuff with that API that might be useful, like reacting to um, follows and subscriptions and a bunch of stuff. Very interesting. But we'll focus on the first thing, which is the text to speech, which is the thing that I want to make. And by the way, I have been doodling a lot about this project because I do want to have like a clear map of what I'm going to do, and instead of just jumping in the water and just waddling my hands all over. So this is what I come up with. What I came up with. Let me know what you guys think. So essentially, we are going to have a one-time event or one-time request, which is the subscribing to an event. This can be any event, but it happens in the same way, as far as I could tell. Essentially, we just have to send Twitch a request. We just have to tell Twitch, this is my webhook, this is my URL, where I want you to respond to every event that I'm subscribing to. So let's say I'm subscribing to a channel point redemption, by the way, or in this example. So every time a channel point redemption happens, please call this URL. That'll be the subscription. With that subscription, with that request, I have to send Twitch a secret, like a passphrase. And that cannot change on my side. So I have to be able to have a secret passphrase on my side, because when Twitch responds to that request, it's going to send a challenge to that URL. And the way that I can verify, or actually, basically verify that that call is essentially valid, is using the passphrase. Should not scale the web OBS overlay on OBS, but actually give it correct size and width on the website. That'll make it way more crispy. You think? Yeah, probably. I didn't make it bigger. I actually made it smaller, but that could be the problem. Thank you. I'll try that. For the chat, that is. Thank you. Yeah, I'll give that a try. So when Twitch responds to the webhook subscription request, it's going to take basically there are two headers in the request body. So it's going to send a post request to the URL that I subscribed, and it's going to send the request ID header, a request, basically a timestamp, also in a header, and the request body. What I have, and all of those are concatenated and encrypted using, I don't remember exactly which, I think it's ECMA or something like that. It's going to encrypt those three values and send them over to me. So what I need to do is take the header values as they are. So the ID, the request ID, the timestamp, and the request body, concatenate those, encrypt them using my passphrase or my key, the one that I sent Twitch. And if the values match, Twitch is going to send me the already encrypted values of those three things. So if I encrypt those three things myself using my secret and those values match, then the request is valid. I don't know if that makes sense. So when I validate that request, I immediately have to respond with an HTTP 200 to Twitch. If I don't do that, Twitch is not going to basically complete the transaction, and I'm not going to be subscribed to that event. So I need to request a subscription. Twitch is going to say, hey, can you validate this? And then I have to respond with an HTTP 200. And if I don't respond, then I'm not subscribed. I will only be subscribed to that event until I respond to an HTTP, until I respond to the challenge with an HTTP 200. The validation is for me to protect my application in case of false webhook calls. So I need to do that not only on the subscription challenge, but also on every single other call that generates in response to the events that are happening on Twitch. So every time an event happen on Twitch, and if I'm subscribed to that event, Twitch is going to make a post call to the URL that I subscribe, and every single call is going to contain the challenge value, the encrypted value that I have to then encrypt myself using the raw values and using my key, and I do have to validate that call every single time. So my idea is that will require a middleware. So one of the first things that I need to do is create a middleware that is going to take care of always validating that key. So it's going to be the same format, the same value, or the payload is always going to be the same. So I think a middleware makes sense in this case. And what was the other thing? So the way that I want this to work, I pretty much want it to work as an event and listener. So whenever I receive a call to that to my webhook URL, I'm going to trigger an event, and that event will be handled by a listener class, and that listener class is the one that is going to make the other API call. So take the payload from the event, which will be the text of the message, send that to OpenAI, get a file, store that file, and put the basically the text to speech in a queue, so that I can then watch that queue or have that queue available on a panel and then play those files sequentially. I don't know if I'm going to go with reverb at this point. I might, but I could also, just to get it working quickly, I could just get away with Livewire poll. So I can have a web page, and I can run Livewire poll on a table, and that poll is just going to check basically a table in the database. And that table is actually the queue. Reverb, I haven't heard anything that needed a WebSocket yet. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If I were to use reverb, it will be to make the page a bit more like live. Basically, have reverb listen for events, like react to the event that is triggered after handling the call in the webhook. But it'll be a little bit overkill if I can get away with it, just using a Livewire poll and just polling a 15 or not 15, maybe 5-second check every checking every 5 seconds using a poll method, which kind of looks like this actually. So as I said, this will be the middleware to validate every call that is made out of Twitch into my webhook. So that'll be the webhook URL. The URL will trigger an event, And we have ads. We'll continue the explanation in a bit. Yeah, that's what I thought. If I'm gonna have a queue of messages, which is going to be a list of just a list of text-to-speech messages, yeah, I can just have that refresh every 5 seconds, and I can just, you know. YouTube Premium, no ads here. Yeah, I know. That's good. I have YouTube Premium too. Now, this ad break is essentially for Twitch side. So everyone on Twitch who is not a sub or does not have Nitro will then we just wait for them, you know, so that everyone can have the exact same experience. Is it Nitro or Turbo? I think Nitro is on Discord, isn't it? Turbo, right? Yeah, that's a very astute observation. Can I add it here? Add existing with chat. Okay. Alright, should be there now. There it is. Hello. 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 All right, we're back. So, as I was saying, we have the webhook URL. This is the one that will be called by Twitch every single time, and we'll have a middleware to protect it. And that webhook is going to then dispatch an event. That event is going to be handled. In the handling of that event, I'm going to take the payload of the event, which will be a text message. I will send that to OpenAI's text-to-speech. We'll get a file in return. I will store that file. I didn't write that down here, but the file will be stored on disk. I will then put that message in a queue in a database. And then I'm going to have basically the panel index, which is going to use WirePol to retrieve the latest messages out of the queue, and at which point I could play those messages because the file will be already stored and the file URL will be in the database. One thing that I haven't thought about is I'm probably going to need some other Twitch API call to get the user information, like the avatar from Twitch, using the username that is coming in from here. Seems overkill with the event and handle boxes. Could be skipped. Okay, cool. Just to understand, this is just to signify that this triggers, the webhook triggers an event. The handling of that event is where things happen, like the process. So I did want to have it separate. It's not the same thing to process or to dispatch an event than handling such event. So in the handling is where I do the TTS. The handling, the TTS thing, and then writing into the database and putting things in the queue. But this is like a very simple um, schematic of the things that I want to happen in the application so that I can have like a clear north of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And just to give you an idea of what I kind of want things to look like, we're going to have like a table in a panel. And in that panel, this will be basically the queue where we have the user avatar, the username, brief extract of the message, and then an actions column where I can click on something and that will trigger a model in the same page where we'll have the all of the exact message, the user avatar, the username, the date, and maybe a playback button where I can just hit play and maybe not hit play, but as soon as it shows up, it plays. I don't know how that's going to work, but basically where the actual audio of the text to speech plays. And I can just mark that as read and it will be removed from the queue. Before someone will trigger 1,000 channel points redemption. I'm going to I'm going to try and make it so that we'll see how we test it. I'm not sure how we're going to test that live in production. We're still a little heads away. By the way, to save on OpenAI code, there is a tool that can do TTS locally, and it's fairly efficient at it, at least from my testing. Does not work on Mac? Pass. Just kidding. I'll look into it. Although OpenAI text to speech does have a fairly generous free tier, which I would really have to try and get to like exhaust that free allocation of text to speech. Let's call it tokens. Piper. Okay, I'll look into it. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get. I don't think I'm gonna use the entire thing while testing. I don't know if I ever go live and I actually put the TTS behind, I don't know, a $1 cheer or something like that. That will probably cover whatever cost. Even then, I'm not at a level where I'm gonna have like 1,000 text to speech messages on one session, so I'm not really worried. I'm gonna try and do it on the testing phase. I'm gonna use point redemptions because it's what I can use infinitely. But then I'll probably move it to cheers, just to restrict it a little bit more. In my mind, you could skip the event listen process and just handle things in the webhook. Using defer in the webhook should return something fast to Twitch. And if you see a need, expand later. That's a fair point. But counterpoint, adding an event and a listener does not add too much weight to the code, and it's fairly simple to add and just handle that in like the webhook. The only thing that webhook should do is just trigger an event. That's it. Take the input, trigger an event with it, and just forget about it. So both approaches are valid, but if I'm going to end up using events later, I don't see why not just use them right away. It really is not really that much of a complication, in my opinion. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate the feedback though. I could even see myself just putting like a small what's the name? Adding horizon. Is it horizon? Just to keep an eye on the queue. Uh, yeah. I'd have to use Redis queues, but that's not a problem. Redis queues are super easy to implement. So, thank you. I don't know about solid, but it's a plan. More fun. It's more for when you need to need scaling queues. I agree, and it does make debugging easy. I have used it in a project at work, and it's so good. Probably, yeah. I can see myself if this goes well, and I feel like it's like a it could bring value to other streamers. I would definitely go open source with it. I don't know if from the beginning though. First, I need to like I will be the proof of concept. But yeah, I don't have anyone on mind to be honest. We'll see. I mean, definitely we're going to have more projects, and one of those projects has to be on filament for sure. Even this, I mean, if I look at this panel right here and thinking about having a model and of some sort, maybe I could use filament for the panel. Could fit the bill if all of the interactions that I need for the panel like does not conflict with the things that filament can do. So maybe this one will be a good fit for a filament admin panel. Please read out the question so we know what your answer is. Well, it was right there. It was on YouTube. I do read the ones on Twitch though. But yeah, I usually do that. Sounds good. Cool, 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 cool. There are already tools to do this. Not sure if open source, but I know Pirate Software has one. Yeah, actually, the Pirate Software was the inspiration for this project because the way he handles uh, TTS queues. The thing is, the way that he handles queues is using a program called SpeakerBot and Chatter. SpeakerBot and StreamerBot. Both of those in tandem can be used to, automate all of the things that he does. But those tools are only available on Windows, and that's the thing that I don't want to say inspired me. Like those are the things that kind of springboard the idea of having something web based that is not only Windows and a little bit more like straightforward, like just log in, connect your account, and it will be maybe choose what kind of events that you want to subscribe to. Either cheers, how much of a cheer, or channel points. Is it a custom channel point or every channel point, etc.? So yeah. I have very little knowledge about what he does since I stopped watching him months ago at this point. Oh, I see. But yeah, that's my idea, is to have like something very straightforward, web-based, that everyone can use. At this point, it's just something that I want to use or I want to have. I don't know if maybe in the future someone will see value in it and maybe use it as well. But I do need to start deciding on what I'm going to do today, for example. I can probably see myself working on the maybe trying out one call on the webhook, the one that is going to challenge after a subscription, maybe. No, I'm not gonna jump into filament just yet. I want, it's on the fence. I haven't said I'm going to use filament, uh, but it could be. Okay, just it's a possibility. You saw a gap in the market. You're trying to fill it. That's how one N dollar sign are made. I don't know about that, but yeah, I just saw something that it's my motivations are not market based. It's just something I see myself like having fun making it and using it. Maybe it'll have value, maybe not. Who knows? It's not really why I do it. Yeah, why don't we start with the subscription to an event and then have one URL on that webhook that will handle the challenge and just respond. Well, hey, you being a user of your own tools, what better way to work on a project? Of course, yeah. If you have some, if there's something that you want to use but you can't find it anything that it's like it, just make your own. Back to my question from an hour. Did I not answer? Sorry about that. Where you got last stream? Maybe, por favor. So last stream. Let me see if I can remember. So let me show you actually. Why are you? Oh, I know why. I'll fix this in a moment. They should be dark mode. So you see this here? That the picture of me? That came from Twitch. So just to give you an idea, I'm gonna wipe the database clean real quick. So we go through the entire process. PHP artisan DB. No, come on. I know this. Migrate. Migrate fresh. There is no seed, so just this. All right. Actually register. when you are first logged in, I saw things would update or create not work in place of what if else condition nitpicking. Where did you see this? Update or create? Oh, I don't know what that refers to. I don't remember any if else conditions. But anyway, I think you were. Oh, you weren't here. You already said. So yeah, you log in. Your account is not initially linked to Twitch. So what you do is just click on Twitch sign in, and usually, if you're not logged into Twitch, it will prompt you to log into your Twitch account and then authorize the application that we created on Twitch to have access to your account. And once that happens, I get the URL of your avatar from Twitch and I link that to your account, and that's what you see here. I saw a piece of code checking for Twitch relation, and you were using an update if exists and create if it doesn't. Let me check. This one here? I don't know. Could work. Let me see. I do have to pass something, right? The field and check for existence. Okay, what would I check for existence in this case? So, account ID, I guess. Hold on. Let me look for this real quick. Update or insert. That should be the one. Update it. No, that's insert. Yeah, update of insert, not create, right? So the first array or create model method. Oh, here it is. Okay, the first array is the fields to check, and the second is the new. So I'm guessing first I need to check for account ID. I'm guessing. Where do I get that? Oh, the Twitch user, of course. There. Yep. Sometimes I forget what I did. I don't like this indentation. Hold on. Update or create. Look for the account ID, if any. And if there is not one, then create a record. There is, then update it with the account ID. It should work. All right, so in that case, I don't need this or the if else. I can just flash at that point. All right, let's give it a try. I'm not going to wipe database clean again. I'm just going to delete the Twitch record. ID1. I said ID1. Back here, now I have to sign in. And if everything goes well, I just do that. And that creates a new record. That's correct. Very unlikely that that same endpoint is going to be called again unless you know the URL, because there is no button anymore, but at least that actually reduce the amount of code. It looks really pretty now. Awesome. All right, back to the matter at hand, which is webhooks and the Twitch stuff and theme. So I'm gonna try this this whole flow here, which is I want to subscribe to an event. I'm gonna send that to Twitch. I'm gonna send a secret, and then Twitch is going to respond with a challenge to that URL, send the secret value, and I have to validate it and then send a response. Early return where? Yeah, I don't, yeah. Well, hold on. Yeah, let's do that. Wait, there is not a, no, I don't think I don't think it fits in this case. Too much, too much. Only because I do have, did I forget to do one more? Yeah, just delete all of it. Only because the only difference is not an early return, it's actually just the flash that changes depending on the condition here. So the return is always a redirect to the dashboard. The only thing that I have to decide is whether I flash a success message or a danger message to the session when that happens. So if this if statement is false, it doesn't qualify as an early return. If I'm actually going to return the same thing on both scenarios of the if statement. So I'd rather just keep it in an if statement if that's okay. So that was you did. That's what you did. Oh, we have ads. Hold on. So that's what you did last stream. Log in with Twitch and update avatar. Good progress. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I created a controller for the Twitch. The Twitch what? Yeah, basically Twitch controller wasn't. Yeah, I created this because everything was in the route. So I added this callback and redirect methods to it. Looking at this, I don't know if I want to keep. I want to. I don't know if I should create a separate controller just for the webhook call. Maybe I should. Or just maybe add one more method to the current Twitch controller and just call it webhook. Give it some URL. Also, Jetstream adds danger banner and warning banner to responses. Yeah, but you still need to flash the banner type, don't you? Banner style. Am I wrong? That's based on the banner. The type style is in the method name. What method name? There is a danger banner method name? Is that like a helper method? I haven't seen those. Is that in the docs? Oh. This is Livewire. So yeah, it's okay. I'm not using a Livewire component though. No, yeah, it's Jetstream, but it's so that I can use it with a Livewire component. And here I'm not using. This is basically just a controller callback, not a Livewire component. It'll be super easy if I would have a Livewire component that extends component and just add a trait and then just call banner, and then the banner, warning, and danger banner. Totally agree. But unfortunately here I'm working within a controller callback, so I don't have access to the trait, which is just for Livewire components. Or am I wrong? Yeah, no, that's Livewire right there. Are you reading? You're looking at the screen. Are you reading this part? Is this what you're reading? Are we in the same place? You see ad break? Did I not come? Oh, sorry about that. I was completely gone. Banner alert. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna look for this. Banner alerts. Okay. Jetstream implement notification banner, which should if you're using the Livewire stack, you can. Oh, I see what you mean. I see it. I see it. Well, in that case, I do want an early return. Mm-hmm. So take this, take it out here, and let's make if not Twitch user. I can then return a redirect. Wait, route. And that'll be dashboard with what was it? Not with. This will be danger banner. Got up. Danger banner, and then this right here. Billy, you're up. Okay, yep. Willie, how you doing? Just shouting into the air. Okay, so I have that return, redirect, and then if that's not the case, then we just jump to here, and down here we need to do another redirect. Again to dashboard, and let's just do banner in this case. Much better. Thank you so much. All right. Mm. Oh, there's one other thing, because we now that we are working on this user thing, I think I need another two. I need two more fields to store in the database. I need to store the access token and the refresh token. Those two are coming in the request, and now the missing return type for the callback method, and we are golden. What? Missing return type for the what callback method? They're both. We are both returning. Or you want to type here, like response? Oh, this is not what? This is not a response. There. Okay. As I was saying, we need to store two pieces of information that are coming in the request. Hydrate. Oh, dude, I don't have water, actually. I should bring water. Don't know why I forgot. Actually, I'm gonna go grab a glass of water, because you asked for it. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Water. Much better. Okay. There is one other thing that I need to do. There is one other call that I need to do to Twitch. This is because, at least for the initial implementation, I'm not muted, right? Hello, hello? No, I'm good. For the initial implementation, I need to retrieve, or the redemption of the text-to-speech is going to be made via a custom reward. Those custom rewards, if I want to subscribe to that event, I need to send the ID of that custom reward to Twitch to say, this is the reward I want to subscribe to. This is the callback that I want you to make. There is no way for me to know what is the ID of that custom reward unless I do a call to another API endpoint that will give me the list of all of the custom rewards that exist on my account. For that, it's a very simple request, but that request requires a user credentials access token. An access token acquired via the user credentials flow, which is what we are using here in this initial controller to get the user information, like this socialite driver redirect. That is the entire user credentials flow. On that flow, in the response, we are getting two tokens, the access token and the refresh token. I have to save those because if I want to make that other call to get the list of custom rewards, I need to pass that access token. And also, if the call to that endpoint fails because of the access token has expired, I need to be able to use the refresh token that I have stored to request a new access token. So that request will give me another access token and refresh token, and I need to store those back into the database so that I can constantly be refreshing that token. So I am going to let me go to the documentation because I know there is like a example on the Twitch API. It's dev, yeah. Dev at Twitch. My console. Resources docs. Authentication. Refreshing. Getting auth tokens. User access token. Oh, the music's still playing. Where's the response? I saw a response here somewhere. Here we go. No, that's not it. Actually, no, that's I'm looking at the wrong place. This is socialites. There it is. Token, refresh token, and the expires. And I'm just gonna take this too, actually. All right. Okay. Good. Look at the create Twitch accounts table. We are going to need a new string access token. And another string for the refresh token. All right, now we need to, I'm just going to wipe this clean again. There we go. Now in the controller, I'm gonna add those two here. Let me fix this. I hate flashing you every time. That's because the guest layout needs a new class here. There you go. Ooh, what happened? Was it what? Oh, I know. Hmm. Let's see who's gonna scream first. Nobody. Okay. Um. Oh, come on. The callback exceptions out, not just return null when the data retrieval fails. What? Is it called token instead of access to? What? Oh, it's called token. I'm calling it wrong. Dude. I'm blaming VS Code for this.
Bruh.
I'm blaming Willy for this. Oh, there it is. Remember, why am I forgetting words today? It's not line 16, that's relative line numbers. Not me, don't worry. Prime was using PHP Laravel the other day, so I guess that means we all can use PHP again now. Yeah, it's officially not dead. The Prime engine used it, so we can all start using it. It is okay. How you doing, by the way? A proper ID would have caught that long before. Yeah, I know. I know. By the way, I installed this thing today to give it a try. It's really nice. I like it looks like iTerm pretty much. But then I get that itch, that please use me again. It's calling me back. I need help. Should I do this one stream? Just get this done. Use this whatever and ever. Say goodbye to VS Code at last. Do we do it? I think I'm gonna do it. Once, at least one stream a week. I'm gonna set up my Vim setup. I'm gonna complete my Vim setup. PHP Storm for the win! Nobody's here. Hi Heaven, how you doing? Wait, so does that mean that you're going to pay for everyone's PHP Storm subscription? Oh, that's so nice of you, man. Thank you. PHP Storm with Vim key binding. Okay, so it's not me, don't worry, who's going to buy everyone's PHP Storm key. Please DM him for your key. Congratulations. It's free now for non-commercial use. A lot of their product licensing knowledge. God, get out. Get out. PHP Storm is free now? No, it's not. I know WebStorm is, but PHP Storm? No. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Yep, that's correct. You can try it for free. Last time I checked. Give it a couple of weeks. Yeah, I don't know. Couple of years, maybe. I don't know. So you pay for WebServe? I mean, if they pay for it at work, that's completely fine. Yeah. If my work would pay for my IDE, I would totally use it. Yeah. But I want MVim. I don't know why it's calling me back. I saw it in the. I saw the. I saw it on the term, and it was like, "Come back, set me up." Maybe I'll do it. Then I'll be one of the cool kids. Never used that. No. Is there? Is Ghostly not for Windows? Didn't see. No, just for Linux. It is scary as hell. Yes, you couldn't find the you couldn't you didn't know how to close Envin, right? Yeah, that's the meme. It is scary, but it looks good. And you can say that you use Veeam, by the way. I to be fair, I pretty much had my setup like 90% there. Right now I'm gonna forget every single key because I don't remember what is this. But I do remember like let's say CD heard TTS panel, by the way. For example, sorry, TTS panel. You do this, and then if I want to do a space find file, Twitch controller. This kind of stuff bother me though. Well, shouldn't. It's a good warning, to be honest. This one, I'm not sure. So I guess I would start to I would have to start by making sure that my LSP is properly configured. That will be my first thing, because I don't like to have this kind of errors if there is really no error. This is a relationship. A relationship should be a known method. You use Arch, by the way? Yeah, you are officially in God tier. We bow to you. But I do remember that I had like my setup pretty much all the way there. Terminals is the other thing that didn't actually work for me. I don't even know if I have a key binding for it. I don't think I do. And also I do have to go and remind myself of all of the key bindings. If I were to start again, I would probably just start from scratch, and set all of my key bindings to be pretty much the same as VS Code as much as possible. And that is a big if. That is a big if. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll do it at least once a week. It'll be fun. If you're gonna get an M4, just go broke and go for the 16. Yeah, I know. Look up fun in the dictionary and then come back to me. I wanna try and make a test call. I think I can do this with Tinkerwell. I want to try and make a call to the Twitch API. Now that I have the token and the refresh token, I can use this to just get a list of all of the custom rewards. And with that, I can just store the ID. If it's never going to change, I can just get an ID for the custom reward that I'm going to use for the subscription, for the event. See if we can do that. That means I don't really need another method in this controller. I can do it all with Tinkerwell. Twitch API. No, I'm not going to leak anything. But thank you. So Twitch API. Rating, getting video, scheduling, instant reference, bits, channels, custom, delete, get custom reward. Get a list of all custom rewards that are specified in the browser. So the endpoint is, oh wait, I need more permissions. Right now, the list of permissions that I'm requesting are not enough to get this. So we're probably gonna need to modify the Twitch subscription to add extra permissions. Now the Twitch custom read cannot be hard coded. Redeem. Twitch custom redeem. It cannot be hard coded. Not if you're going to. Yeah, but that's the thing. That part I don't think I'm going to make available. All I need this for is to get me the list of custom rewards so I can grab one specific ID and just keep that in a settings value somewhere. That's all. Maybe it'll be in and you can actually select which reward you want. But for now, I just need one ID out of the list. And I can't get that without using the API. It's not for me to redeem. It's not for, no, okay, I guess yeah, no, I get it. It's not for me to redeem the reward. I just need a list of rewards so that I can grab one ID. That's it. Good point. Yeah, this needs to be, like I said, down the line, this has to be like a list where you select the reward that you want to subscribe to. But for now, I just want an ID so that I can test that I can actually subscribe to that. Otherwise, we're going to spend the entire live stream just me setting up that list, which is not really fun at this point. Not necessarily now, yeah. Down the line, not now. So for now, let's try and get that list so I can get that ID, and then we can try and the subscribe challenge and then the handle method. Maybe just the subscribe. It's going to take a bit of. Am I already 2 hours in? Really? Wow. Well, I started half an hour earlier, so technically 1.5 hours. But yeah, time flies. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. Let's modify the permissions. I need channel read redemptions and channel manage redemptions. How can I pass this to socialite? Retrieving user details, optional parameters. Here, set scopes. Yay! Okay, so no, it's not. Those keys are not my keys. I've looked. They're not my keys. Those are just example keys. Yeah. No, I noticed that before and I made sure that they're not my keys. I'm going to double check though, because now I'm doubting myself. Two, one, two. Find ID. Thank you. Yeah, they're not. They're not my keys. Yeah, they use a custom. They use a broadcaster ID, an example value for that in this case, and I guess all of the examples use just dummy values. Right, I need this. We are going to set scopes in here. Let's put it in a new line. What's the other one? Here and channel management, manage redemptions. Win a break. Mm-hmm. I'm just going off. Isn't read enough? I'm just going off of the documentation, to be honest. To get a list of custom rewards that the specified broadcaster created, it lists that you require a user access token that we already have, but that must include the channel read redem or okay, there's an or. I guess read is yeah, you're right. I got there. I got there. Took me a minute to read through it, but I got there. Thank you. Now I'm wondering, yeah, let's try this out. I'm going to go here and I'm going to find the linked account and I'm going to remove it because I am expecting that if I request the user details again and that user does not have the scopes that I'm requesting, I'm expecting a new screen where I need to authorize again. This is ID 1. There you go. View channel point rewards and their redemptions on your channel. Yes. Authorized. Dang it. What happened? Email? Did it not? 1 second. So I only authorize, so it's not gonna it's not gonna give me an email, is it? Doesn't have the right scopes. What am I getting? By the way, I need to use get email on this line. There is a method for that. But right now, it's not giving me any. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, it's not giving me an email. It's giving me the nickname and name, but not the email. Do I need the email? Honestly, I don't think I do. I am getting the avatar. I don't think I need the email, to be honest. Yeah, I only have one. Well, this is going to change. I'm going to add more scopes later on, but right now, this is the scope that I need, and I don't need to have the email. I probably, yeah, probably that's the case, Eduardo. It probably is overriding the default scopes when I set my own. So if I wanted to have the email, I have to set this channel read redemptions and also the previous scope that had the permission to read my email. So it is overriding the all of the scopes, the default. If I don't provide a scope, it's going to give me a default. But if I do provide a scope, it's only the scope that I provide, no defaults. But then again, like I said, I don't think I need an email. I don't think I need an email for the Twitch account information. I just need the nickname, the name, and the avatar, and the ID. That's it. I don't think there is. Add scope method? I don't think there is. It's just set scope. Let's see. Slack bot scopes. No, this is for Slack. Yeah, no, there is no information about a set scope. Sorry, about add a scope. There is? Is it in the docs? Oh, wait, yeah. Before redirecting the user, you may use the scopes method to specify the scopes that should be included in the authentication request. This means you will merge all previously specified scopes. You are correct. So I messed up. You the man. You the man. I don't know if this is the one, though. Because now I have to pass it on. You think? Well, let's give it a try. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yep, totally right. Group scopes, user read email, and channel. There you go. Nice. You get an applause. What happened?
Thank you.
There it is. Little late, but there it is. No, there it took a while, but came up. You're welcome. All right. Approved scopes. Let me just remove this DD here. Let's do that process again. There you go. All right. Now, what I want to do is do the, where is it? Channel point, get custom reward. I want to try and do this get. So to do this, I need to send the broadcaster ID. Wait. A list of IDs to filter the reward by? No, I don't. I'm not gonna do that. Not required. Cool. No. So I just need the broadcaster ID. I need the broadcaster ID, my client ID in the header, and the access token as the authorization. Broadcaster ID in the query string, client ID, and access token. Okay. See if we can do this over here. What's it gonna give me? A request. And the response is going to be literally JSON. This is a get, right? Yes. Get, wait, with headers. I don't think I have a config for this. I just need to use ANV probably. Let me check. Services.config. Yeah, let's use this. The other one is, no, it doesn't go here. It was with, careful with think it will link into how to evaluate, not leak secrets. How to evaluate. It's not going to, no, I don't think it will. Would you like me to do this in a route instead? I can do that. Yeah, I think I'm okay. So just so everyone is more comfortable, everyone being a Fordo. Just kidding. I'm probably gonna do this in a route instead. So I'm just gonna create a fake route that I will use to make the request and then just display the response. We're gonna have ads in 10 seconds, and I need to use the restroom. Yeah, no, I understand. Thank you so much. You're looking out for me. I understand. I have to go use the restroom real quick. So I'll set up ads and be right back. Actually, I'm just gonna go be right back. I'm not gonna leak the tokens, Willy. And I'm back. Bleh. Let's do this in a round. Let's do this in a round. Let's do this in a round. Web.php. Get. See. One second. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that the Laravel extension was not going to give me like a on hover value of this, and it doesn't. So just to be safe. Now that's the client ID. Then I can do with token. But I need the token, so that's going to come from, say, the token equals to auth user switch token. No, refresh token. Access token. Unrelated, unrelated. Why are you using the config value services Twitch client ID? Oh, not using services Twitch client ID. Because I'm a dumbass. That's why. I don't think it does, but I will. No, it doesn't. I don't think I have a hover thing on my end. Plus, there is like an exception that is happening on load on my VS Code, and it's probably just preventing the Laravel extension from working properly. I guess there is a bug there on the beta, so yeah, it's not showing it though. There is no hover here. I'm gonna look for a perfect. I'm a dumbass. It should be this one.
Bruh.
Okay, so I have the access token here. So I can pass that in with token. Yeah, we're all dumbasses. You're right. Then I can do. Come on, dude. Let me do what I want to do. Insert, and then I can do. Where was it? Oh, just to get. Come on. I need the URL. Going to be this one right here. And that needs also the broadcaster ID in the query. I know, I know. Should be its own variable if I'm using it twice. It should work, right? Let's try it. Config token broadcaster ID with headers with token. One way to find out. I am going to pixelate because of maybe it's going to give me the headers in the on inevitable exception. I'm gonna do it in this tab here. No need. The route is rewards. You need to pull the data still? Do I? Oh, yeah. Let's call it JSON. Like so. Unauthorized client ID is missing. Really? Hold on. There it is. That's my client ID, which, by the way, doesn't matter because it's actually public. Header should be in a key value pair. Oh. That makes sense. Let's try that. That's interesting. The ID in the broadcaster ID must match the user ID found in the requests OAuth token. What? Broadcaster ID must match the user ID found. I thought it did. Didn't it? I'm an idiot. There. I was using the model ID in my database instead of the account ID that I got back from the authorization. Close enough? Yeah, like 2 lines. All right, let's try that again. Just examining the data, making sure I don't see any. There you go. There, those are all my custom rewards. And that's the ID that I need. I guess I should make a new one. I'm gonna make a new one. Just for this. Let's see, let's go to Twitch. Create a dashboard. Is it here? Channel points. Custom rewards. Add a new custom reward. DTS panel reward. I don't know. I'm gonna make it really expensive so that it's for testing. So I'm gonna make it like maybe 10,000 points for now, just for testing. Time to farm 10,000 points. You're gonna spam me on this, aren't you? Okay, 10,000. I'll make it cheaper when we're live testing. I promise. And create. So that means I can go back to my thing here and I can refresh. And now I have 4. No, that's supposed to check. That's not the one. Is it coming in the... No, that's not the one. No, that's not it. There we go. TTS panel rule. I'm going to take this value and put it somewhere. Put it in the config services file for now. Yeah. Always the last. Always the last place you check. All right, let's see. Okay, so now that we have this, now that we have this ID, now that we have this value, we can focus on this call right here, webhook sub. I need to make a call to the subscription endpoint on Twitch, send the URL that I want to subscribe, which will be my webhook, and then send the type of subscription, which is going to be a channel point redemption. And then Twitch is going to make a callback to my webhook, which I need to validate, and then return a 200. Let's see the flow of that. Where is it? Reference. Event sub. Where is it? Event sub, event sub. Here we go. Managing subscriptions. Subscribing to events. To subscribe to events, use the create event subscription endpoint. Let me check on that. Here we go. So the request body has to have a type. So it's a post, first of all. And on the body of the request, is this one? WebSocket method type or webhook method type request. So it's a post request. I need to send. Oh, we're going to need something else. For this, we need an app access token. So that's a nice sketch. Thank you. I did it myself. You can tell by the excellent penmanship. So we're going to need an app access token for this, which is different from a user access token. So before we even attempt to make an event subscription, first we need to request for an app access token. Those are easier because those do not require the user to authorize at the moment. I just need to send the client ID, and I think that's it. Actually, let me check. Authentication, user access tokens. Nope, that's not app access tokens. APIs that don't require user permissions to access resources use app access tokens. For example, you can get the list of videos, without the user's permission. That sounds weird. You should get an you should get an app access token if your app only calls APIs that don't require the user's permission to access the resource. But if your app also calls APIs that require user access, you should just get a user access token. Wait, does that mean that I can use my user access token for an app access or for an endpoint that requires an app access token? Oh, authentication flow. The following table summarizes the flows you can use and the type of access token it returns. So an app access token just requires an OAuth client credentials grant flow. For which I just need to send the client ID, the secret, which is what prevents everyone from using it, in a grant type, which has to be set to client credentials. Okay. So I was worried because, so basically, when I do this call to IDE Twitch OAuth token and I request an app access token, I just need to pass the client ID and client secret. Now, the client ID is the key here because the client ID determines if what I want to do, let me say that again, determines if I have authorization to do what I want to do or what I'm requesting to do in whatever API endpoint I'm using. So the client ID will determine the amount of permissions that I have, and the client secret prevents everyone from using this or abusing this. So before I even make this request for event sub, I need to first get a token. All right, let's keep reading. If you use webhooks to receive events, the request must specify an app access token. The request will fail if you use the user access token. If the subscription type requires user authorization, the user must have granted your app or client ID permissions to receive those events before you subscribe to them. For example, to subscribe to channel subscribe events, your app must get the user access token that includes channel read subscriptions scope, which adds the required permissions to your app to access the token's client ID. So we must authorize first with a user access token so that then we can use an app access token to do what we want. We're not using WebSockets, so I don't care. We're not using Conduit, so I don't care. And this is the URL that we must post to. And we must send a type, which I need the subscription type in this case. Open link. Oh, wait. Did I not have in the other one? No. Subscription types. Let me check. Channel update. Channel moderator. This one. Channel points custom reward redemption ad. A viewer has redeemed a custom channel points reward on the specified channel. That's what I need. I'm going to save this so I don't have to go back to the documentation every time. I'll probably put it here too. Set this field to the value in the name column of the subscriptions types table. Yeah, got it. Version 1, condition. A JSON object that contains the parameter values that are specific to the specified subscription type. For the objects required and optional fields, see the subscription types documentation. Wait. I see film. Sorry, I didn't see your messages. You're doing great. Of course you are. I am doing great as well. Thank you so much for asking. What do you like about the PHP coding language? And what do I like about Laravel? So for your first question, I need to go back to when I was in college, because my first language, the one that I learned to code with, was C++. So, actually, no. My first language was Pascal. That was my first language. But from Pascal, I moved to C++, which was my second coding course in college. And what I liked about PHP is it was really similar to C++ in terms of syntax. So it was really easy for me to transition from C++ into PHP. So that's what I liked about it. And what about the thing I like about Laravel is the amount of superpowers that it gives you. It allows you to make great things in a fraction of the time that you would do it normally with just PHP or anything else. We have ads, so I'll answer the rest of the questions in a moment. I don't even know what language that is. R? Yeah, I started with Pascal, then C, and then C++. A little bit of COBOL, or COBOL. Basic as well. What else? Java, but that one I forgot immediately. And I think Camel or OCaml. One class only. And it was just for, like, I don't even remember what for. What do you guys think about keeping music on the whole time? Like finding like a nice playlist. And is this the kind of music that you want to hear? All right, we are back. Okay, so real quick, just to answer your questions about PHP, Laravel, and Livewire. Basically, PHP allowed me to transition easily from C++, which was the language I was more comfortable with at the time. So the syntax was very similar, so it was easy for me to transition from one to the other. What I like about Laravel is it's a very useful framework that allows you to do great things in a fraction of the time. And I also like the community around it. And what I like about Livewire is the fact that I can do JavaScript things without even writing JavaScript. So, cool. All right, let me see. Version number. I was looking into, oh, no, I was going to say, I was reading all of this during my break on the weekend, and everything seems so convoluted. And the fact that you have to go and into the documentation, check this page, and then link to another page, and it was starting to get a little bit frustrating for me. So I did one thing. I did a thing. One second. So I went into ChatGPT and I asked this question. You are an experienced PHP developer using the latest version of Laravel framework. Write me a script that uses the Twitch API to subscribe to a chat. In this case, it's a chat share event, which I should change. Using webhooks. And I gave it the URL where basically the webhook URL. And ChatGPT give me a lot of code, basically things that I've already done, but it gave me a bunch of code that I can actually use. Not as is not exactly the best code in the world, but there are sections of the code that will allow me to get at least 60 to 70% where I need to be. And that's awesome. For example, one of the things that we need to do in the validation of the webhook, for example, the thing that we're going to do in the middleware, and is this one. Well, we can use the get access token. That's one thing that we are going to need, and it's already there. And in the handle webhook, there is this verify signature thing. And if we go to that implementation, you can see that with 3 lines of code, we can use this to implement our middleware. I was asking these questions because I am developing the McFly coding language, which is mainly inspired by PHP and Python. Oh, cool. Yeah. You don't have you don't have to make your language look like other language, but you can take the best things about them and just implement those into your own language. Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, the verifying signature is doing exactly what I needed to do, and it's already using, yeah, for example, this, like I said, it's going to give me a message ID, which is a header, a timestamp, and a body, request body. Just concatenate those and use HMAC 256 encryption to take that entire message and encrypt it with the secret, with our own secret. And also in the request, the request is going to have a signature, and that signature is what it needs to equals the encryption of this concatenated message. So this code here is good, and I can use that to further me along into the project. Although I did use cheer events, so that's going to change. But let's check this. Let's check the subscribe method, for example. I can use this access token. Where is it? Get access token. So you see, 2 lines of code and we can move on. This code is fine, absolutely fine. It's exactly what we were going to do. We have the client ID. This is going to be in the config in the config file. This as well, and client credentials. That's exactly what I need, and we can just use this as is. Sorry, and just get further along. And can we just appreciate in my lifetime? Actually, not in my lifetime. In a span of 25 years, we went from having no social media at all. Every single social media website that you know was conceived and created after the year 2000. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, everything was created after the year 2000. So we, in the span of 25 years, we have gone to having no social media, to have a website where you can just type whatever you need and it will give you a decent amount of code that you can use to get you even further in your project. That's mind-blowing. So, and just by the way, AI is not going to replace you at all. The code that this AI just gave me, it only helps me get better. So it's not that I am 80% less valuable because of AI. I am actually 8 times faster because I can use a tool that will allow me to make things at a faster rate. So no, AI is not going to replace you. AI is going to make you better. So we have the access token here. We have the request with headers, the authorization, that's fine. Client ID, the URL, the type, this is going to change. Is the condition going to be the same if we subscribe to a cheer or a broadcaster or a, no, it has to have the custom reward ID, I guess. How would you feel if PHP variables were broken into 3 different variable name types? String, numbers, and arrays? Are you going to have strict types? If you're going to have types, you're missing float in that. So you're missing float and boolean, I guess. That'll be my 2 cents. But no, I wouldn't mind. Although if you're saying variable naming types, is the type of the variable depending on the variable name? Because that I would mind. Let me see what is the condition for a the condition for a custom reward subscription type. Not this one. Custom reward. No. This one. Redemption add. Okay, so it's 2 lines. The broadcaster ID and the reward ID. Okay. It is optional and gets notifications for a specific reward. So if I don't provide a reward ID, it's going to notify me of any reward redemption. Okay. So the condition will have one more line, and this transport thing seems to be exactly the same method, webhook, callback, whatever callback, and the secret. This we're going to have to create and keep stored in a configuration place somewhere, which is fine. We should use a better value than just secret, but we'll decide on that in a moment. But yeah, this code I can use. I'm debating on. Okay, so one sec. This is to handle, this webhook will handle. I'm debating on how to handle this process. All right, thinking about this as someone who is not the owner. So I am a user and I'm using this tool. I have a YouTube channel. No, I have a Twitch channel, and I want to configure this tool to work on my channel specifically. And yes, the channel redemption thing also, that's hard coded at the moment. But how about just saying subscribe to this event? Hmm. How about there's a manage account section, there's a profile section. How about a Twitch account section? Like manage Twitch settings. And in here, in that page, I can have how do I keep track of whether or not I have subscribed to an event? Do I need to keep that in the database? Do I need to keep? Okay, so if I'm going to use a page to manage my account, my Twitch account connection, then it's going to be probably one section that looks like this, and maybe a button that says subscribe to this event. But if I subscribe to that event, I should keep track of this Twitch account has subscribed to a channel point reward event. Do I keep that in a database? What is the response that I get from Twitch when I make this call? That'll be interesting to see. Hold on. So general add webhook example. Custom reward redemption add notification payload. This is what I get when the event happened. So this is the payload that I need to handle. But how about, okay, so this is the request. This is the response. So I'm going to get data. Oh, I'm getting verification pending. Basically all the information that I sent. I don't know what cost is, to be honest. But this is going to be pending until the challenge happens. So I get a 202 accepted. I can have a 400 if there is a bad request. The authorization header is required and must be specified. The authorization header, okay, I can have a 401, 403, 409, or a 429 if I do it too many times. Oh, this is interesting. I can get all of the subscriptions that, all the event subscriptions for a broadcaster ID. Each subscription comes with a cost and you have a maximum cost. That's all. Oh, okay. Oh, so that means that I cannot have more than 10,000 subscriptions of this. Yeah, I cannot have more. Okay, I get it. Okay. If I were to subscribe to the same thing, or maybe I cannot have more than this in my, if I have different subscriptions, the total cost of that subscriptions cannot exceed 10,000. So I can request the number of subscriptions, and the data is just an array of a bunch of subscriptions. One that could be either verification pending, enabled, etc. So maybe I don't need to keep this in a database. Maybe in here I can just have a list. So a page in, so it'll be Twitch connections or something like that. One of the sections would be, one of the sections here could be Twitch subscriptions, and I can have a list of those subscriptions with the URL that is handling it and the status of it. So every time you visit a page like this, I would just make a GET request to this. I already have all the data that I need to make that request, and I will display that list here. And I have the option to add another subscription. And in that case, I would provide the what am I subscribing to and what's the URL to manage that. In a perfect scenario, like in a completely finished application that everyone can use. For now, what I can do is just add a button here and just provide the URL. Maybe. Oops, sorry. All right. For prototyping purposes, I can have a button that will give me a form to subscribe to a new event. And in this case, I just have to provide the URL that is going to manage that. Not even that. I can just make that all hard coded for now. You can see how much each sub costs. You can see the total, how much you have at all at the max allowed. Okay. Good to know. Here's what I'm going to do. Just for prototyping, this will all be fleshed out in more detail and will be more like will require more user interaction. Some people say my variable name is remind me and per. Oh, so what I could do is just have modify the profile page for now. Just add a small section that will tell me if I am currently, like for example, this two-factor authentication. You do not have enabled two-factor authentication. Let's say Twitch subscription, Twitch event subscription. You are not currently subscribed. I can just make a request to this endpoint and examine the list and find just, and I need to find one that is, what was the name? Yeah, this one. I need to have one subscription that at least one that reads channel points, reward redemption, add. If I find that, then I am currently subscribed to that event, and this will be just the thing is enabled. But if not, I can have an enable button that will make the subscription call for me, and this will change to whatever status is pending or enabled. Yeah. Let's make that UI for now. See how it looks. Let's see. Oh, how much time? Ooh, 3 hours. Okay, we can spend 1 more hour. Maybe we can get that UI going and try and doodle the. I'm gonna put everything in the controller for now. We can flesh that out, and maybe have the controller method and the middleware. At least those 3 things. See if we can get that done in the next hour. I'm gonna start with the UI section here. This is in user profile, so I'm guessing I have a profile component page. View, no, not that. Let me see the routes. User profile controller show. This is an okay. Can I publish this? Let's see. Notable Jetstream profile management features are accessed by the user using top right user. Blah, 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 blah. Jetstream scaffolds, views, and actions. Da, da, da. Yeah, I know. Actions. Update profile information. Views and pages. When using. Oh, it's using. Hold on. It's in views. Show. Oh, okay. Update profile information. Hold on. So yeah, it's based on the features. Can update profile. We'll use profile update profile information form. And then we have update password form. Which one is the one that I want to emulate? Two-factor authentication, profile two-factor authentication form, which is this one right here. Yeah, I want something that looks like this. We have a slot. Oh, action section. That's a component. It has a slot for the title, a slot for the description, and a slot for the content. Perfect. Okay. Where is that component? X action section. I mean, I can just use that. Let's create a what can we call this? Let's just call it Twitch event subscription form. And we have ads. Now, what are you kids talking about here? Let me see. All string variable names would start with a dollar sign. All number variables names would start with a pound. And arrays would start with I don't know about that. It'll be weird because they are far more types in PHP than that, even if it only counts with scatter types. Using semi-random symbols to denote variable types can be confusing, I agree. I'm not very familiar with Perl, so I don't know how naming conventions for variables are there, or how is that handled. McFly will have Boolean operators for AND, NAND, XOR, NOR, NOT. Well, that works. Do you think about my Boolean operator idea? Yeah, I like the idea of having Boolean operators to be spelled as words, like and, or, not, stuff like that. That was a nice addition to the PHP language when it came out. Variable names, I'm not a fan of arbitrary symbols for the variable types. I'd rather just have a word for the type. If you're going to use types or type strict definitions, I'd rather just have either the variable name and the type next to it, or the type first and then the variable name. One of two. All right, that's her over. So we're creating a component which will be a section in the profile page of the user. It's going to look like this, and I'm calling it Twitch event subscription form.blade.php. I'm going to copy the two-factor authentication layout, which in turn uses a component called X-Action section, which probably is here. Action section, yeah, there it is. So let's just copy everything and just modify everything to my needs. So yoink and paste. For the title, let's call it Twitch event subscription. Oh, that's misspelled. Subscription. Why are you giving me this squiggly line? What is going on? Translations. Okay, I'm not going to use translations then, if they are missing. Fine, I'll leave it. Fine. I could hear you. You didn't say anything, but I could hear you screaming. Then the description. Subscribe to specific Twitch events and no. Yeah. Specific Twitch events. That'll be enough. content. I'm not going to use this enabled, although I am going to use, yeah, no, I'm going to use this enabled because before showing this, I'm going to make a request to Twitch and check if the subscription is enabled. And that's what I'm going to show here. Okay, so show confirmation. Let's call this verification pending. If there is no verification, you have enabled or you are subscribed to Twitch events. Not very descriptive right now. It's going to change. It's going to be fleshed out. Relax, okay? Relax. We'll get there. If it's not enabled, then have you ever heard of XOR NAND? No, those are not variables. Oh, wait, what? No, not variables. Those will be comparisons. That's how I imagine those. XOR, NAND, or NOR. So you have a Boolean variable somehow, and you have another one, and you have to compare the two. So I'm not seeing, yeah, an operator, not a variable. And no, I've never heard of those. Wait. Wait. You have not subscribed to any Twitch event. Okay. What is this for? When two-factor authentication, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, long description. Nah, too much. That's fine for now. If enabled, I don't have a QR code. Yes, we can just remove everything that has to be with QR codes here. I don't need any of this. All right, the button. If not enabled, confirm pass X confirms pass. Okay, so this component is going to require me to re-log in. I don't know if I want that. Maybe I do. Wire then. This will be, hold on. What was that? Enable two-factor authentication. That's a method. Enable Twitch event subscription. And then a button that will trigger that. Let's just leave it at enable. Subscribe. I don't think I need an else on this in this case. Just a bunch of, do I have a recovery codes? Well, hold on. No, I don't need to show anything. Else, and if, show confirmation. Yeah, and if, that's it. I will probably expand it again to show a list of subscriptions and their status if we are subscribed to any of those, and maybe manage those subscriptions in the future. Maybe. But for now, we just, if I'm not subscribed to any event, there will be. If I'm subscribed to the event, there will be no button. All right, this is completely broken now, of course. Why? Oh, okay, so I'm not even using this. So I'm gonna need a few things. Disable, for example. Profile show. Where is the component for this? User profile controller. Ah, it's in vendor. Can I have that, please? Hold on. Wait a minute. Where are you getting the this from? Oh, okay. So it's a Livewire component. Duh. Where is this Livewire component then? Profile, update profile information from. Where are these methods? Come on, where is this profile update password form? Where are the Livewire components? When using Livewire Stack, the user profile information form is displayed using resources views profile blade template. Yeah, I mean, it's using a blade template, but okay. Just calling this blade template. Okay. Using the inertia stack, it'll be in, yeah, I don't care. Each of these templates will receive the entire authenticated user object so that you can add additional fields to these forms as necessary. And any additional inputs added to the forms will be included in the input array that is passed into your update user profile information section. Hmm. Form section, form section, form section, attributes merge, actions, and then form. See, there is a wire submit here. I need to find that method. So this whole thing, this app, this page, this show.blade.php is invoking. Let's go to the one that I'm looking for. It's invoking the Livewire thing and passing in a view, right? Now, in that view two-factor authentication form, which is in resources views profile, it's accessing a this enable property, but I can't find the component where this property is defined. I only have the view. Didn't vendor? Gotta be in Laravel, right? Laravel, Jetstream, source. No. No, that's the thing. App HTTP only have controllers. There is no Livewire folder. That's what's tripping me off. Unless Jetstream delete user, no. Fortify. Oh, it's in a Fortify actions. Update user profile. No, that's just the action. No, there is no Livewire folder. That's what's bothering me. Yeah, I'm looking in vendor, but I can't find it. So in vendor, we have Jetstream. We have routes, which inertia. Yeah, and we're using Livewire. So routes, no dice. Source actions, HTTP, Livewire. Oh my God, you're hiding this so well. But then again, can I publish these components because I want them? I want to use them, or I just create my own. Okay, no, never mind. Yeah, I create my own component. Two-factor authentication form. Here we go. Okay, yeah. No, I have to create my own. Um, all right. So in that case, close this, close that, close this, close that too. Update, no, I don't need that one. Form section, I don't need that one. Nope. Okay, so I have a view with which is called Twitch event subscription form, and I need a component for this. So I'm gonna create one. How is it gonna be called? Um, One sec. Page, okay, no, never mind. Let's call it Twitch event subscription. Yeah, same name. Twitch event subscription form. Now, that is going to create an extra file that I don't need because I already have it, which is in resources views Livewire. Let's remove that from resources views Livewire. Let's just remove the whole folder. No, I don't want a new folder. Just remove this one. Thank you. And let's go to the component. And look for the view in resources views profile. No, profile, like that. Profile, Twitch event, no. Twitch event subscription form. Yeah, Twitch event subscription form. Yeah. All right, here is where I need to implement everything else. So I'm going to need, first of all, a public, what was it? Enabled. And it's going to be false by default. Then I'm going to need, why is it using this? Why is this using this and this is not? Is it because this is a property? I'm guessing. Hold on. Computed property, actually. Do I not have? No, I don't. Livewire. Computed. Yeah, version 3. Where's the search? Here. Are we in ads? Yep. Yeah, that's it. It's a computed property. I'm probably gonna keep it like that too. How much time left? 20 minutes. Jesus. Time flies, doesn't it? Problem is, I'm getting hungry. So A, I go get a snack and keep going. Or B, we continue on Friday and I go get dinner. What's it gonna be? Snacks or dinner? Stop or keep going? Keep in mind, this will determine how much you care about my well-being and my nutrition. Just so you know, no pressure. Do I starve to death? Or we keep going on Friday? The answer when we come back. Okay, we are back. So this enabled is a computed property. So I need to implement it as such with just a method with a computed attribute, was it? I don't know what this is. Attribute, yes. Okay. Let's go to my component. Let's add one method down here. Let's call it enabled. Let's add the hashtag computed. I'm just going to return false for now so that it doesn't break. What else do I need? Verification pending. That'll be another property. Just call it false for now. Now I need enable Twitch event subscription. This is going to be a method that is going to be called after the password has been re-verified. So I need another method here called enable Twitch event subscription. Which is by now, actually, hold on. Just so we test things, I'm going to just change the value of this is enabled to true, and this verification pending to I can stay false. I don't care. Enable Twitch event subscription. Type button, subscribe. All right. Now I can go to the show blade.php. I can just add it here. Add it above the Twitch factor. Actually, let's just put it below the profile information. No, hold on. That should do it, right? It did not. Hold on. Is vid running still? It's not. There it is. Well, kinda. Oh, I missed the section border. Mm-hmm. Oh, start confirming. That's a method. Okay. Where is that method? Start confirming password. All right, so we're gonna open two-factor authentication form, which should have a start confirming password. No? What's the method? Is it a trait? Yeah, confirm passwords. Oh, I could use this trait, maybe. Let's try that. Actually, let's go to Twitch, event subscriptions. And let's use confirms passwords. What? All right. It's not doing anything, but at least the flow of what it should happen, it's evident. So you click that button, and we're going to go through. Get me an app access token from Twitch. Use that token to subscribe to the appropriate event. Get the response and set the status of that response to what it should be. In this case, is going to be pending. And after that, a call to the webhook is going to be made. So we need to have that webhook in place before we attempt that flow. Let me think. Yeah, we're gonna have to let's make a pause here. So the goal for next week is going to be having a webhook URL that I can subscribe, that I can send Twitch to subscribe to events, having the middleware so that I can verify the challenge coming from Twitch, that secret verification. So we're going to have a webhook URL. We're going to have the middleware to validate that call, and we are going to have a no. We're just going to have that webhook URL for now. Just handle that challenge. There's not going to be any event listener thing. And once that is complete, we're going to go into this this component that I just created. And that component is going to take care of making another API call to Twitch to get the list of subscriptions. And based on that list of subscriptions is going to show the button to enable them or not. And yeah. And once we click that button, is going to actually try to subscribe, which will then trigger a challenge from Twitch that is going to be handled by the webhook. A lot of things for next week, but I think we have a clear we have a clear roadmap, and everything should be easy. Should be. But yeah, it's a lot to do. We are not going to be able to cover it today. It's already late and I'm hungry. But yeah, we managed to go for 4 hours, so that's good. Good progress. I call it good progress. Yes. So let's stop here. I'm gonna go get dinner. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for joining me. If you found any of this helpful, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, follow me on Twitch if you're not doing so already, and as always, I'll see you in the next one, which is Friday. As a reminder, Happy New Year to everyone. That's right. I won't see you until 2025. I wish you all the best in this new year. I hope that everyone has a fantastic New Year celebration. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. If you are on Twitch, please stand by. We are going to raid someone. It's always fun. See who's live today. Let me guess. Muhuros. No? Nope. We could go to this game development, but could be interesting. Or we can just go to the ferret thing. Actually, no. We haven't rated this guy in a while. He raided me once, and I'm gonna return the favor today. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. I hope you have a happy New Year and a fantastic rest of your day. Bye.